Hello everyone, this is DDWitcher1 here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the 2016 Gemmy animated Boney rocker. So this is a tabletop item that was going to be made in 2016. It was originally going to be wholesaled through Sunstar, and then Lowe's at one point was considering carrying it, but ultimately this did not make production. It utilizes the head first made for the 2015 Interactive Skulls Candy Bowl, which was then reused in a bunch of Global Trend Innovations, also known as Sunstar or Aroma items. And they made several of those characters. But this guy is a very unique take on, I guess, a Grave Raver type character. It's on a Grave Raver base, but he's very tall, much taller than a Grave Raver, and he moves his knee. And it's only one movement, but there's also springs and stuff, and it just kind of makes him groove out. And this particular sample, as you can see, was for Lowe's, and it is actually in a sample Lowe's packaging box here. And this would have been printed in the USA. It's a glossier, thicker, stronger cardboard. And so because of that, I mean, it's harder to get the white marks on it or to scratch it or even dent it. So it's very durable stuff. And like I said, it would have been, to my knowledge, printed in the USA. The sample, of course, was made overseas. But the head is plastic, the jaw is fixated in place, and then everything else is resin. This is before, kind of just a few years before the whole 3D printing thing got big. So all of these parts are hand sculpted. The hands are kind of roughly sculpted. You can see that in the stock photos, which, by the way, if you guys ever saw those stock photos, those actually did come through me. I had a Sunstar contact, and I convinced the person to send me some photos of like Slim Stalky, the 2016 Hooded Witch with Cauldron, Boney Rocker, Boney Singer, etc. And Boney Singer is basically this with no bandana. And it would make sense for him to sing Uptown Funk, which this plays, and then this would play something else, maybe Bad to the Bone or something, but I'm guessing that they all just got the same song. Yeah, because of this being a resin build, it is very fragile, and there's one other of these currently known to exist still, and it actually was, to my knowledge, it's currently in one piece, but at some point, it looks like that should scoot up there. Sorry, I just noticed that. At some point, it was kicked accidentally by a collector, and then it needed extensive repair, and doesn't move quite the same as it once did, but it still works. So there's that one. I think that might have had a showroom tag. I don't remember. And then there's this one. And of course, there were samples likely sent to Sunstar, and maybe some other companies as well, but they're only the two that are known to still be around. I want to show you the box real quick. It says Boney Rocker, French name copy, Spanish name copy, and all the other information is placeholder for English, French, and Spanish. This is the Lowe's item number, which is blank. It says the same stuff on the side here, and on the back it has the same information. And there is a barcode with the actual character's item number, and then for the Lowe's number, it's just a bunch of zeros. But yeah, that's really all there is to say about this guy. It's a really neat piece. It's cool how tall it is. I feel like part of the reason it didn't make it might have actually been because of the height, because it's just a really tall tabletop. But we may never know the true answer to that. But for now, all I can do is demo it for you, so here we go. So that's what he does. This arm is on a spring, so it's supposed to bounce up and down, but if I unwedge it there, it just kind of goes up in his face. So perhaps this was an earlier sample and it wasn't working properly. I believe in the stock photo, the eyes are also photoshopped to light up. I don't know personally if any of these ever had light up eyes, but this one does not appear to. I'll do it one more time, close up so you can see all of the movement. So you can see that that spring is obviously a bit too tight, so it doesn't really bounce, but you can just position it right there. And yeah, it honestly is really impressive how they got the knee to bend like that. It's a pretty fluid motion, and it's very small little plastic rods that make that work. And thus the other one, when it was accidentally broken, was very hard for the owner to repair. But luckily this one is still functional, and you can see there that 100% a clay sculpt. It's actually kind of rough looking. There's tons of little pores in there from air holes, and it's just kind of a rough looking sculpt. I mean, that just looks like clay that's not finished up. That might have honestly been part of the reason this didn't make production either. It's just because it looked so primitive, and especially in the stock photo where it's super HD that I got from Sunstar, you can really see just how it looks like it's actually clay instead of resin, but it is not clay. At least it doesn't seem so. But that's about it for this guy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more prototype tabletop videos, I have a whole plethora of them, and I've just been doing the life sizes for a while. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.